Right, so again, yeah, this is an our base. No, we don't know who lives here, never been in it before. Don't know anything about it. Opportunist. Fuck it, let's have a go. The guy will probably... I think they're probably in, so... I'll probably get wrecked. Is that you building as well, Braxis? Yeah. Shit, I'm actually in this base. I'm physically in now. There's a hatch here. But yeah. I'm one hatch and I'm in the base. That's fucking rubbish. So guys, the footage you just seen there was actually done in my live stream last night. We basically decided to jump on an official server which we'd already built on and see what we could expose just with a building plan. As you've seen, that was pretty quick. It was a decent sized base. The guys had probably worked on it all day, and instead of us using 4 rockets to go on the side, maybe 8 if it was honeycomb, we could expose the base straight away. Straight up the side. They were down to a rocket and a bean can to get through hatches to work our way down, so we're using a lot less, don't get me wrong, that's right. But it was just too easy, and it's not really enjoyable either, if I'm being totally honest. I've spoke to a lot of decent sized clan people who are on my friends list as well, and they're finding it boring now because it's that easy to get in. I mean, don't get me wrong, I completely agree new raiding techniques had to come in. The ladders I think is absolutely brilliant, but you can defend against the ladders. So if you're getting started in a server, you can actually defend against that. I know it's a high wall or put an overhang, but you can defend against it. The twig is just fucking OP. You should be able to build a tower adjacent in a build zone. Yeah, I think that's fine because again you can defend against it. You can throw a grenade over, blow out the twig. But when someone starts building inside your base, you're pretty screwed. You can't get to defend it. It's just OP as hell. It honestly is. Regardless of what you do, you aren't going to be able to defend against it. For any people starting a server, that's just going to be too difficult for them to get started. You have to be extremely lucky, and I know people say, yeah, use turrets. We were a team of 5 in an official server, and we put a lot of hours in. We only found 2 turrets, and we struggled to find other bases with a lot of turrets as well. So I think I'm making this simply because they need to relook at it. They really need to relook at it a little bit. And this is the only way that I've found it works for the twig. Putting triangles with half walls, but it looks AIDS as fuck. It looks terrible. It just looks shit, and it just restricts you from expanding. And you can put, as you can see, you can still get up from that as well. Obviously, you can put a high wall before it, but it just doesn't work. As you see, I mean, even if you put these in place, you can use the ladders to get up still. Doesn't make a difference. It just cuts it out. But the difference is, I can then defend against that ladder. I can put an overhang here, which completely stops it. So you can defend against the ladder, that's fine, it works. It's also, the TC is basically just an anti-griefing tool. They might as well just take away griefing and use entity only. So whoever puts a foundation down, only that person can upgrade it, because the TC is pointless. No point in it whatsoever. It just stops upgrading and griefing. It's just a waste of 1,000 wood now. As I said, they might as well just change how the system works. So if you put a foundation down, it's yours. It just doesn't heal the same as what it used to. As I said, this isn't a anti-update, because I think the update's really good in the sense of the ladders, and I think it's really good in the sense of being able to build a tower closer. I think the old system would have been fine, where you had the building just inside a building zone, where you could get a tower up. That always worked well. It exposed people who built shit. But you can't defend against this. The solo players are saying, yeah, it's really good, but a lot of the solo players play on if I don't play on solo servers, so the mentality is different. The second they go on a high populated server, they ain't gonna like it, because you won't get started. If someone's a couple hours in front of you, they're just gonna get in straight away. I mean, I've seen bases, I've watched loads of streams since the update, and not a lot of people are enjoying it. Some content creators are saying, yeah, it's great, it's the best thing in Rust. It's great for them because they can get good content and they don't stay in a server for longer than a day. The average Rust player tries to play a full wipe. Isn't that great for them, if I'm being honest? It's something that they just need to tweak it, and tweak it quickly. I've looked at a lot of server numbers as well over the last couple of days, and server numbers aren't as good as they normally are after a wipe. I'm not going to start naming servers, but the servers that usually queue to get into on a Saturday, and there was a good 60-70 slots open, which is unheard of. So personally, I genuinely think they need to not let you build onto bases. There's no skill involved in raiding anymore. The whole find a target, work out what you need, farm for the target, raid the target, you had a sense of achievement. Now it's a fucking building plan, some wood. As you seen that live stream, we didn't know that base, we just came across it and we managed to raid into it. And to that end, I've actually changed my server so the OTC system's in place. There's a link in the description below if you want to connect to it. It's the old TC rules. This twig shit and ladder shit is gone until they fix this, because this is pretty broken at the minute. It's bad. It doesn't really work. I know people put loads of shit comments, say, oh, it's the best thing ever. Yeah, it might be to you, but Rust is played by a lot of people, not just people who like to fuck people over. And I just hope they listen to us rather than Reddit and do something about it, because it's going to kill the game. I go la 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 la.